Welcome, boys, to episode 46 of Banter
Boom.
Boyz podcast. How's everybody doing?
We're
Doing
doing
good.
okay, but only 75% of us are here.
Yeah. You know,
R.I.P.
they say the hardest thing to do in life is to win. And Nikos, after having a crappy Chelsea season, decided last night, you know what? I'm going on Best Guess Live. I'm going to do what I can. Put in bingo on the first clue. Thinking, I got this, guys. I'm about to be rich. But so did JP's girlfriend, and everybody else that was watching. Because I think collectively they all got like 50 cents.
There were 1,000 winners last night.
And that was it.
Yep.
That was too much for him. Too much excitement.
Under the weather. Under the weather
Yeah.
today.
I thought you were going to say that the worst thing ever is being a Chelsea fan, which I was like, oh, I can understand why he's ill.
Well, hey, give him a break. I mean, his team did put up 7 against Port Vale.
Did. Yeah, we'll start at the FA Cup because that was last week. We got Champions League we can go through real quick. FA Cup, do our predictions, and then we're going to go through our Premier League table predictions. We all made them before the start of the season. During the, I think it was the first international break. Was it? It was
Yep.
October.
Yep.
Somewhere around then. We were able to do one switch, so you can switch whoever's say in 7th to 14th. Both of them just one straight swap. Because we're doing a point system for how close you got to where they finished. So we're gonna get another one of those. So it's gonna be interesting.
Which we've been saying we're going to do for weeks.
Yeah,
and there haven't been any Premier League matches, so like we kind
worked
of
out.
been putting it
Yeah.
off, and now we're here. We got to do it.
If finally,
All right.
So
FA Cup, City go on, Chelsea go on, Leeds go on, Southampton go on. Let's get to Champions League.
Manchester City, 4 goals against Liverpool. My how the mighty have fallen. An Erling Haaland hat trick, an Antoine Semenyo goal, Ryan Cherokee doing Ryan Cherokee things, putting Ekatike's jersey on the bench after he comes off. I mean, I love it. I love Cherokee. I love Bernardo leading the way in his last season. I mean, great weekend.
They're gonna have to bury him at the end of the season. I think he's played every minute.
No,
he plays almost every minute every season.
You can't bury a rat. They live underground.
He just lived there. Yeah,
it's fine. We replaced a rat with another rat in Cherokee because Cherokee is going to piss people off just as much as Bernardo has, doing different things, but he's going to piss them off all the same. And I mean, look, we got Elliot Anderson coming in to replace him. So
I am expecting Nikos to hate Cherokee because he hates people for no reason. He hates certain players, like a lot of them. So Ryan Cherokee needs to be added to that list for him, for his antics.
I bet Dylan already hates him. He's probably
100%.
already replaced Bernardo as his least favorite City player. But Nikos has Cherokee in fantasy right now. So right now he loves
him. He'll like him. Yeah, he'll like him this year. And then next year he can start the hate train. I did see a City, one of the podcasts that I watch, one of the City guys said that he's pissed because he thinks that Pep threw away the title this year by the random benching of Cherokee, like in I would say the first third of the season, when randomly Ryan Cherokee couldn't get into the team for like, I think I forget the stat. He said it was like 9 matches and you guys lost like 6 of them and he just didn't play. And he was healthy, like just for whatever reason didn't start matches. It was like a weird spell for you guys and nothing was really working. And everything was working before and then now it's working after. And it's like,
I mean, it's tough. Every year we start kind of slow, and it's because he's trying to figure out how the team plays best together. So he's trying everything at the beginning of the season. That's how it goes. And if it's too little, too late, it's too little, too late. But I'm still fully convinced we're in a title race.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario for you guys, it's a 3-point lead.
As a matter of fact, I have a spot right here for when Wes has to buy me a Premier League trophy.
They're the one that has it in their cart already. I have nothing to worry about.
It's not in my cart.
Also, it's weird that there's 3 Saturday matches and 1 Sunday match when there's
Super
4
weird.
matches. Super weird.
Because
Yeah,
it's Easter?
Chelsea. Yeah, I guess. But if you're gonna have, what's the difference of 1 match on Easter or 2? Like, I don't know. Chelsea beat the dog shit out of Port Vale. Good for them.
I mean,
Yeah, they
Port
got the
Vale.
lucky draw. That's is what it is. And then Arsenal, Southampton, 2-1 at the end.
Southampton got the lucky draw. It is what it is.
Yeah, not facing Arsenal at the best time possible. Had 1 starting 11 player play in that match and couldn't even finish. So 10 changes are not what you're looking for. Not going to have any type of cohesion. And best player on the pitch was Max Dalman. Again, I think we got a real gem there. So sucks that
What
we're
are
out of
your
the FA Cup. I like the FA Cup. I'd like to win the FA Cup. But with the injuries that are mounting up, now knowing also, like in hindsight, we would have faced you guys in the next round. Especially, and then we play, I think, the next Premier League match. Because you guys face
Yeah,
Chelsea
not
and
this
then
one.
us.
It's the next one.
Yeah, so, and I think FA Cup is the week after that. So it would have been facing you guys twice in a row. So that gives us a chance to lose to you guys twice in a row at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
3 times in a row at the end of the season facing
Yeah,
us.
but like, 2
But
like that. So
yeah,
that's
2 consecutive weeks.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 2 consecutive weeks. That also would be a lot of energy for those games. You know what I mean? So it's like if we were healthy, I'd feel more upset about this loss, but I'm looking at it like the team that was put out there, like, yeah, dude, that team's not winning any Premier League game. You know what I mean?
That team should beat Southampton.
No, it
Yes,
does
it
not.
should. It should beat Southampton.
Kepa in the worst form ever after the Carabao Cup, who's played 5 matches this year. Ben White, injured all season, coming back from injury, not in good form. Gabriel, the only person from our starting 11. Okay, Mascara, who hasn't played that much lately whatsoever. Calafiore, coming back from injury, played an Italy game where he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off because they were down to 10 men. You had
But he's a starting
Norgard.
11 player. He is a starting 11 player.
Yeah, but he's coming back from injury. So he's not there yet. He hasn't played any matches of late where you're like, oh shit, there's Calafiore from the beginning of the season.
Wes hates this conversation.
Christian Norgard, no explanation needed. Odegaard, no explanation needed. Absolutely can't stay healthy this season. Hasn't been in form whatsoever. Who else did we have? Oh, we had Kai Havertz, who literally can't play 90 minutes. He's only played now, I think, 3-4 matches this season. And at like 60 minutes, he looks like he's getting dragged around in a wheelbarrow. He's so tired. Jesus.
He was also your hero in the Champions League.
He did. Yep. Did come off the bench because couldn't start. Jesus. No explanation needed there. Yeah, Max Dalman, our 16-year-old kid. Like, there's no Saka, there's no Declan Rice. Like, none of, Saliba obviously only came on when Gabriel went off, only because Gabriel got injured. I think he was trying
But he was fine to play in the Champions League.
Yes.
I mean,
got injured in that game.
I think the most disgusting stat, though, is since Arsenal's 2020 FA Cup win, they have only beaten 1 Premier League team in the FA Cup, and it was Newcastle in the 3rd round in the 2021 season. Since then, every time they faced a Premier League side, Southampton, Man City, Liverpool, Man United, they have lost.
Yeah.
Like, it's the FA Cup. They got to be better than the FA Cup.
Yeah, I think this year, injuries at the FA Cup time. Last year, crazy amount of injuries. The year before that would have been the one where I'm like, yeah, that should have been where we, progress further. But I think that's probably the year that we lost to you guys, if those are in order. So,
Wes, what are your thoughts? I mean, Kyle and I keep going back and forth, but you were saying the treble's on.
I didn't watch the game, so I can't comment.
yeah, it was tough. It was literally like putting 10 random people out there on the pitch, in a goalie. Like, there was no cohesion whatsoever. Like, I feel like watched enough of like Arteta Arsenal games where I could tell within the first 10 minutes exactly how the game's gonna go. I don't know if Wes you feel that way too, but like once that first 10 minutes is like the first 5 minutes of like everybody's like super high energy, that next 5 minutes is like, yeah, I could tell which guys are on it, which guys are off. And if certain guys are off, I already know what type of match we're getting.
I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of taken like a 10-day mental hiatus from watching them. It was kind of accidental, but then it was kind of well timed. Um, there's a lot going through my mind, and I can't formulate it all, but I just know that we have an incredibly rare double, completely intact and in our favor.
An incredibly rare double.
Yes, the rare portion being to win both the Premier League and the Champions League. Has it been done before? Yes. Often? Absolutely not. Therefore, rare.
I don't know if
I would
you
give you
can
that.
win either one or the other.
If we start getting people back and start getting healthy, that's the only chance we have. But
My aunt had balls; she'd be my uncle.
with this squad right now, like the squad that we just played, like FA Cup, Champions League, if those are the only players available, we could maybe win one, and we would have to sacrifice one for the other.
Oh, yeah, I think we have double the odds of winning. I think we have double the odds of winning the Premier League we do of winning Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, we got
Well,
what, six games left? Is that how many we got left? 6 or
that
7?
may have changed a bit today because Atletico put a couple past Barcelona today.
Yeah, we already beat them.
I think it's a toss up with who I'd rather face out of that. So
I'd rather
I don't really
face Atletico,
I don't
to be honest
yeah.
with you.
I think you would too.
I think I'd rather face them.
All right, the West Ham Leeds tie, blah. Leeds go on
Honestly, a good game.
PKs.
I've watched
It was a good game.
the back half of that. That was actually a fun matchup. It's kind of fun watching teams that like don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's try this. You know what I mean? It's like the guy in midfield's like, you know what? I am gonna just run throughout the pitch, and if they get the ball, they're definitely gonna score because I'm totally out of position. But screw it.
Looking for a heroic FA Cup moment.
Yeah, let's just kind of go for it. So it's kind of fun watching those teams, but
It was a great match. I mean, Leeds once they put two past, Nanto had a chance to put a third pass with like a back heel just wide of the net, and then what do you know? West Ham 90 plus, 2 goals scored.
yeah, I was really rooting for West Ham. I wanted them to get some confidence. Like,
Crazy.
hey, man, we are in this. Like, so
We're in this relegation battle. Let's have some confidence. Let's get Spurs
do this,
relegated.
man. Let's do it. So, next up we'll do Champions League real quick because that was yesterday and today. When did City play tomorrow?
No, we've been eliminated from the Champions League, but we still have the double on. The treble is still on. The domestic treble is on.
I gotta write down. My Man City friend at work has a question that I wanted to answer on here. Yeah,
You have the answer?
thing. No, it's just like a he has a question. He had a question for me, and I was like, I won't answer you now. I'll answer it on the podcast. and you guys can obviously chime in. So Champions League, Sporting Arsenal. Kai Havertz in the stoppage time 90-minute goal. Raya had an amazing save in the first half. Both teams really didn't do too much attacking wise. It was, we had a lot of possession, and we've all seen the Odegaard clip of Declan Rice passing him the ball and then back to him and then back to him and then back to him again. I know that Odegaard had that ankle injury this year, and then he re-injured it again, and then re-injured it again. He obviously is not 100%, whether it's confidence or whatever. He is not the player that we had
2 years ago, because last year he wasn't great either.
Yeah, but last year, same thing. Last year he started off great, got injured again in the ankle, and then was like blah for the season. Like he'd have a moment, and you're like, oh okay, but then like his shots from outside the box, nowhere close.
Awful.
Like and like I get it. You're not going to score every time the rebound comes to you outside of the box, but the keeper didn't even have to make a save. Like I could have sat down playing Xbox in the center of the net, and I would have been fine. Like
I just think and again, it's not pretty. I think it's a little bit of the style of play. I think they are good defensively, but they almost like lean into it too much. And it's like, how do I put this? It's like they're shooting from a seesaw, except we're all the way down in defense. We're trying to shoot up, so it's harder because we're so locked in on defense versus if we're more attacking on offense, we'd be. I don't know why that popped into my head. I haven't been watching football.
it
I understand what you're saying.
It also feels like they're trying to get the perfect like the perfect chance, like where you just shoot it and there's nobody, like you're already past the goalkeeper, just shooting into an empty net. Like it always feels like it's one pass too many. That's why I feel like Max Dowman has been so good, because he just comes on and he's like, well, I'm just going to put the ball in the box and I'm just going to do something. And he's like almost like not overthinking it. It definitely feels like they're overthinking it a little bit of, oh, I have to pass it here so this guy can move there, so that guy can move there. And just that freedom isn't there. That's where like when Eze is on it, he comes into this team and kind of like, we could, we're over here now. We can kind of do what we want to a certain extent. Odegaard used to do that and just not doing it anymore. So that creative position is definitely as a need in the summer. And
Odegaard also just isn't making the ballsy pass.
yeah,
like he's not making that lethal, like break two line pass.
The Martinelli pass. Nobody made that pass all game. Hey, striker's got his hand up in between, parting the Red Sea of the two center backs. I'm going to put my hand up. Give me a chance. Usually when they do that, the ball either hits the keeper or it goes outside. Like it was just not, that pass is just not accurate. But, finally a good pass and, beat him with a quick shot.
It makes me wonder. Like I kind of forgot about him, and I've never been a ginormous fan of him, even though I think he's incredibly underrated, and my appreciation for him grows. But I wonder if we would be an extra game in hand with the EPL or not knocked out of Carabao or FA yet, if we had Mikel Merino, the little sly guy. He's kind of like the Xhaka now, where like you don't think he's just gonna blow by you world class. But the last 2 years of Xhaka at Arsenal and now Marino is like they could almost be falling back into the back line, or they're up at top. Like it's he's just an interesting dynamic that I think is missing in the midfield in certain games because of the flatness of either Eze in off games or Odegaard.
He's a moment player. He'll pull out, a rabbit from a hat type thing. Like he'll just
Scrappy
be in the box and just do some stupid back heel thing, come off his back and go in the net, and you're like, oh, okay, like, definitely, scrappy, but you know, I was okay. I mean, Sporting has, I think they've lost twice at home all season. I know it's the Portuguese league, but they have played, you know, surprisingly well there. Um,
They're in
so
the Champions League quarterfinal.
yeah,
They're the
so
team.
I'll take a 1-0, play at home, and see if we can make it through the next round.
All right, then Bayern edged out Real Madrid. First time Real
Yeah,
Madrid, or first time Bayern won at the Bernabeu since like 2002.
yeah, it was a long time. And you know what's crazy? Me and my Dom, my Man City work friend, we're looking at the game before the game starts. He's like, dude, 80% of the money is on Real Madrid. And I'm like, oh my God, we have to bet on Bayern Munich, right? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, but it's the Bernabeu. But I'm like, yeah, but they fired their coach. Like, how good could they be this year? You know what I mean? Like, they fired their coach. Like, things are obviously working well, And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, but Kane said he was injured. Now he's coming back. He's not going to be injured. They thought it was out for the season. Now he's okay. I don't know. And then we came in the next morning. We're like, we should have done it. We should have bet on him.
And it should have been like 4-1 or 5-1. They
Yeah,
smoked them.
it really wasn't. The scoreline is favorable to Real Madrid.
Really
Yeah,
is.
I think the
Should
city.
have been a penalty called.
Yeah.
They should have scored a couple more goals.
Do you think
And Neuer played a great match too. Neuer had
he
so many great saves.
he did?
But
Do you think the city ownership has already called the company like, hey, remember how much you loved us when
um,
Pep leaves?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he's in the conversation yet. I think they want
Okay.
to let him do his thing because he's even said like my goal isn't to manage Manchester City. My goal is to be the best manager.
Yeah.
Um, he will be there eventually. I just don't think it's yet. I think they're gonna let him keep going. Like he's gonna do Germany. You may see him in Spain at some point, and then come over. I think we'll avoid
He's
Italy.
also had a cakewalk, and he's messed up the cakewalk. I mean, he got Burnley relegated, and then gets put as Bayern manager. And if my timeline memory is correct, Bayern lost the league the first year that he was coach, right? That's when Leverkusen
Yeah,
won.
I think
that's when
Leverkusen was the
Leverkusen went
undefeated.
undefeated.
Yeah,
No,
that
I'm
was the
not saying he's
undefeated.
terrible. I'm just saying, like, look at him now. He finally has good success, but he's in a farmers league.
Isn't that crazy though that you could get Burnley relegated and then go manage Bayern Munich?
That was
But he
weird to
also
me.
earned 105 points with them in the championship
True,
the year
true, true.
before
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
So
but
like
it's kind of
he
interesting.
cakewalked to the league, and then yes, they got relegated. But I mean, it's also he has a style of play that he wants to play, and the players he had at Burnley could not do that in the Premier League. They
Yeah,
did it in the Championship, couldn't do it in the Premier League. At Bayern, I mean, Bayern is the scariest offensive team in the world right now.
yeah. Michael Olise is playing out of this world.
And they have a 9-point lead in the Bundesliga right now. Their goal difference. So Borussia Dortmund is second with a plus 32, 64 goals, 60 goals for, 28 goals against. Bayern Munich is plus 73, 100 goals for, 27 goals against.
Wow.
They are dominating right now. They've drawn 4 times, lost once, and won 23 matches. Like
Yeah,
their offense is very scary. They have 40 more goals than the second place team.
yeah,
All right, so that's that matchup. Red card, Barcelona lost to Atletico. We'll see what happens there. I could see
yeah,
either of these second leg is getting interesting, but I think it would get interesting on the Barcelona side.
yeah. Two, obviously, like for Real Madrid, the 1 goal is not that bad. For Barcelona, 2 goals. Atletico Madrid, we know they could play defensively very well when they want to. and I think that's what the second leg is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Atletico Madrid wall?
Barcelona scored 1. I don't know if they scored 2.
Yeah, it's tough to break through that team. And now that they know that they're up, yeah. Julian Alvarez, amazing.
Great free kick.
I hope his bags are packed this summer. And he likes the red on his shirt, but he wants it to be more red.
We'll see.
Who knows? And then PSG absolutely continue the Liverpool week of hell and kick the crap out of them.
Smoked them. Should have been 5-0.
Yeah. They created 0.00 XG, Liverpool. They were expected to make 0 goals. Yeah, like daddy's home level of dominance. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not good. Not good for Liverpool. But
All right, so
yeah.
what's next? Do we finally have predictions? I've been
We
eager to
are
do
We
these.
do,
here
Wesley.
for
We
the
do.
prediction.
Felt like I took a summer off from the last time we did this. How do we do this again?
It goes Kyle, me, you, Nikos. I have Nikos' predictions.
All right, first up.
I hope they
West
included
Ham.
Good.
Yep, West Ham versus Wolves. With my heart of hearts, West Ham 2, Wolves 0. Fuck them. I was going to give them a goal, but fuck them.
West Ham 1, Wolves 0.
Love it.
That's a 2-0 and 1-0.
Yeah.
Trying to figure if I'm gonna go 2-1 or 3-1. I don't know, it's so tough. I could see Wolves. Fuck.
I like how me and JP just rattle off an answer like on the top of our head, like, yeah, it should be that. And then Wes is like Alan at the blackjack table
But
for the
the
hangover,
worst
like
part
with all
of
the
it,
numbers.
he says, I feel like it's been months since I've done one of these. And then we went,
Draw.
it's going to be months before he gets his off.
Draw.
Draw.
1-1?
What's the score?
I'm trying to figure that out now. It's either 1-1 or 2-2. I think it's gonna be. It's at the Bubbles. I think it's gonna be 2-2.
At the Bubbles. Nikos.
Sorry for that. That won't
has
take so long.
Nikos has West Ham 3,
Oh,
Wolves 1.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with.
Next up is Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Saturday morning, 7:30, nice and early. I don't know what Arsenal team we are getting, so I'm gonna say 1-0.
I'm going to say, and Nikos is going to say, 1-1 draw.
They want it so badly.
It's not far fetched. It's definitely not the
It's
form
not
that we've
far-fetched.
been in.
You're over here
not
laughing and you
far-fetched.
forgot your magic number board.
Is it gonna be 2 or is it gonna be 3?
Oh my god. You could tell he hasn't watched.
2-0 Gunners.
Like, I don't know if Mikel Arteta is at the helm or Jose Mourinho is.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You worry about
That's how
just trying to
bad it is
catch
right
up, which you've been doing since I think September 28th or so.
Hey, we're going to
Uh,
get there. We're going to
Maybe
get
next year. Maybe next year. What's next?
Sunderland versus Spurs. We're skipping Liverpool, Fulham. Fuck them. They both suck. Sunderland versus Spurs. Man. Sunderland are at home, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
They don't lose at home.
They don't lose at home.
Is it 2-1 or is it 2-0? Spurs haven't played in a long time, feels like. They're rested. They're ready to go. 2-1 Sunderland.
I have the same score. 2-1 Sunderland.
Okay. I love it. What does Nico's have?
Nikos has 2-1. The other way.
Oh my
First 2. Sunderland 1.
Wow. All right, Wes.
Draw 1-1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Spicy.
This is the week that I'm trying to make some point moves. So it's
You're not in the next one. You're gonna
Bigger
hedge,
buff.
I believe. I think we're gonna hedge. Spoiler alert: Wes is gonna hedge on the Chelsea versus Manchester City
At the bridge.
at the bridge. Chelsea just put 7 goals
I know my
past
score.
Port Vale. City might be playing Port Vale next year in the championship. Unsure.
They will.
Maybe. And there's no way City lose this match. I'm willing to lose a point on the prediction table, and I'm going for a draw. I'm going 2-2. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I might even write in parentheses, I think this is going to be a 4-1 City victory.
It's our chance, Wesley.
It doesn't count, but that's what I really think. But
This is like a
Going
triple
2-2.
hedge because
3-0 City. The citizens. We're going to
No.
crush them.
nope, your defense
Yeah.
is absolutely trash, and it's going to be 3-1
Yeah.
City.
Did you watch Liverpool? Well, Nikos and Wes are on the same wavelength here. Nikos has 3-1 City.
That's crazy.
Oh, brother.
You guys
And
agree
then
on
last
something?
up, you
You know
guys
what's
agree
funny?
he's not here?
If no one talked about like their teams towards a certain team and someone just came and watched our podcast for the first time, they'd have no idea what team that guy supports.
Honestly.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would. He's got it on his skin.
Yeah, no, but like if it was just like if we were listening to the audio version of this podcast, nobody would know what team he supported.
So, some may say he's a Spurs fan.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think it's
I would
growing.
say Spurs is probably the highest. If you were to like have viewers bet, I think Spurs would be the highest. City would probably be number 2. I'm not gonna lie. Last up, big rivalry. Manchester United versus Leeds United. Manchester United haven't played in 60 days, it feels like. They're fully rested. And they're gonna win. They're gonna start with the win. Maybe we'll get a little shaved head here before the end of the season. And we're gonna go 3-2 nail biter.
Wow.
That's a good scoreline for this game. That's a really good scoreline.
I know Leeds,
like that
Leeds are coming
scoreline.
off a high,
Yeah.
winning in penalties. As much as I love Leeds, this well-rested Manchester United team is going to win 4-1. Like they're gonna smoke them.
Whoa.
They're gonna smoke them. And I love Leeds. I love them.
I'm
We
reconsidering
both hate the
now.
Red Devils.
Yeah, this will be Manchester United's I think we've won 56 games this season, and this will be United's 55th game played. We've won more games than they've played. Also, it is official. I was going to congratulate Nikos, but he wasn't here. But he has to, on the next episode, say, thank you, Arsenal. And he has to say it publicly. Because we won our match, 5th place will officially be Champions League football next year for the Premier League. So,
If they get it.
yeah, but so he has to thank us because Liverpool didn't win. And so we did. So it's because of us. You're welcome, 5th place team.
I'm going to go 2-0 Man U.
Oh,
Okay.
Nikos and Wes on the same wavelength. 2-0 United.
Get this out the podcast.
It's because he's
Unbelievable.
like that's you know what it's actually proof that when he's here, he just goes anti-Wes. Because when he's not here, they're actually on the same page.
He
But
could
when he's
literally
here,
be like in second place.
yeah, he literally heard you, and his brain goes, "Rah, I can't do that."
Oh, Kyle, I forgot to share my screen earlier for the predictions. You want me to do that right now, or no?
No, I could do. I can have him up. I just can't
Okay.
move him around. Who do you want to have first? Who do you want to have go first?
They all say Nikos at the bottom.
Yeah, so this is our original. On the left is the original one that we made. The one in the middle of your screen is the one that we changed after the first international break. And the third one is what it is going to be now, and you can then make your change. So we can go through Nikos's first because I think he already sent in his
Yes, he did, and I've already made the
sent
change
in
as
the
well.
swap. So what did he swap? It looks like Spurs were in 6th, and
Brentford.
now they're in 16th.
Oh wow.
That may be a common theme that we see
That
here,
is a
Mr.
good one.
Coley.
So if we want to look at the table real quick, just so everybody knows, Brentford are in 7th, and Spurs are in 17th. So that is a great swap for a lot of points. That is good.
All right.
Spurs currently one place above the relegation zone. They got it in the bag for goal difference when it comes to West Ham. They're close with Forest, though. So that'll be interesting. But real quick, just so you can see, and Chelsea are in 6th. So yeah, they're hoping for Villa and Liverpool to start losing again. Yeah, what do we think? Arsenal 4th is crazy. Other than that, I mean, Villa's a little bit low.
I'm respectfully, I think he may come in last place.
Oh, you haven't seen yours yet.
All right,
That's
let's look at
true.
Wes's. Let's look at
I
Wes's.
haven't.
Here we go.
Which Wes still needs to make a call.
Yes, Wes, you do get you.
Wait,
do get
I
a
thought I had
swap.
Wolves in last place, no?
No.
No, you have not. Not one time.
But you do get a swap.
It's
So
it's oh wow, but I only put them there, huh? Yeah, I mean, I
mean-
gotta do it. It's gotta be the same move. It's gotta be Brentford for Spurs, even though I don't have Spurs as high up, which I'll take credit for not
yeah,
bumping
it
them.
is pretty funny that we've made the same move. Well, it gets them a little closer. They might even finish there. So
Yeah,
You know?
It's a good swap.
yeah,
I
that's a good swap.
think I take back what I said. Yeah.
I honestly just said that to break your balls. I didn't look at your prediction at all
Yeah.
before.
I'm missing big points. All right, so I need to change one other. No.
You don't get any other changes.
Oh, what did I do? I'm missing big points on Newcastle, Brighton.
Your
I mean,
initial
it's
change was Sunderland for Forest.
Yeah. Yeah, Brighton.
yeah, Sunderland gotta win like 2 more games.
Yeah,
All
if
right,
you had another swap, West Ham
lock it
Leeds
in.
might not be. We're
You're
not going
locked.
to get another swap, but yeah, I'm not too bad. Let's go to JP.
What do you know? I have switched.
Spurs,
Spurs.
and Brentford. Yeah,
Brentford.
we all kind of thought with Brentford selling basically everybody that they would be way farther down than they are, and with Spurs buying a bunch. But hey, listen, buying players is not the only way to go up the table.
It's
Um,
true. It's my bottom of the table is a little bit of a mess,
yeah,
and that's what's going to kill me. But hey,
I think you're coming in last place. I don't even have to see Kyle's. You are coming in last place, my friend. I don't even know if you're gonna get a single fucking position right.
I'm going to get first right.
Not according to
oh
this
man,
chart.
we really thought Chelsea was going to do a lot better than they did, huh? 'Cause almost everybody had Chelsea.
That was
What
just a
second,
rage bait to put him before Arsenal.
second, fourth, just from you three alone? Wow.
We used him as rage baits to just fucking throw him in there
I'm
as
definitely going to do this so different next year.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing this so different.
Well,
What do
we
you
also
mean?
all had Newcastle pretty high. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newcastle 5th, Newcastle 8th, Newcastle 5th. So
We also didn't even know if I don't even know if we knew that Isak was gone or not then.
we didn't, and that was very
we didn't.
tough to do.
We're gonna all lose points there, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right, let's look at mine.
Kyle, what change
And
did you make?
I did Spurs and Brentford 7 to 14. Swapped them as well. I think I had to there. Yeah, because I had to move Forest and Sunderland last time.
So what's funny
I could
is you, me, and Wes all made the same changes: Sunderland and Forest, and then Brentford and Spurs. But Nikos did not make the same change. He changed Burnley and Sunderland
Oh
in the
no.
first round.
Just
Yeah.
at the bottom of the table?
He had Sunderland bottom and Burnley 15th. And you split those two.
Yeah. Yeah, what other switch should he have done?
No, I think in the moment that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, Brentford and Spurs on the first change would have been better.
Yeah, but you would have never.
Yeah, you would have never guessed that. And that's
I
my
I think it's
prediction.
gonna come down to JP's out. I think it's gonna come down to the other three. I'm just trying to see if there's any big. I guess Kyle's got a pretty solid one. His
Yeah,
big
I'm just
thing
missing.
is
If I could switch again, I probably would do, West Ham and Forest, even though it's not that much of a distance, but them two switched.
yeah, I think
Would be pretty nice.
yours is probably looking the best, although depending where Spurs finish, I
Yeah.
don't
See,
know, it's
I
gonna
can't
be
have
tight.
if Spurs get 18th. You know what I mean? But if they're like 16th, I'm a little bit. You know what I mean? So
I think it's gonna come down to you and me, although you have a slight edge, but I also don't think Nikos is quite out of it, depending how crazy the end of the season is.
yeah, Nikos is bottom of the table. Um, it's pretty good, but his top is all jacked up. You know what I mean? Like he's losing points at first and second and third and fourth. None of those will be correct.
Yeah, but
Like
but it's also like if you're just off by like one or two on
yeah,
average, it's not a huge deal. Like
no, but
I'm trying to
he's
find the
not.
teams that are gonna have you have 4, 5, 6 points.
Yeah, but does he have any that are giving 0 points? And it's like probably not in your top four. Where like me and JP, our top, I think it's like my top two. I'm, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
you're
okay. You
pretty
know what I mean?
set on
Like
that. I
I'm
think
good with top two.
where did everyone rank Man U? I think I ranked them the highest.
You had them seventh.
No, I didn't.
Nikos had them fifth.
I had them
JP
8, I
had
think.
them 8th, and I had them 8th.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I put them higher.
Yeah. So
And then
now,
where did I put
if we all
Villa?
knew that Isak was going to leave from Newcastle, if we probably all would have dropped Newcastle down 4 places, so it probably would have all looked a little bit better. But again,
Where did I put Villa?
8th, and I had Villa 6.
I think I
Nikas
had
had
them
Villa
5th.
10.
So I have
And, like-
I think if well yeah, but once again we all had that. 42, 54.
Yeah. Maybe for next week we'll add it up just to see what the points are as of now. Just to kinda
JP, all
see
right.
how
So
close
JP has
everybody
Fulham
is.
off. Go back to mine one last second. Or I just want to see where everyone put Fulham. I put him 12th, which
I had them
I think
11.
could be.
Nico's had 13, and Jip had 16,
Yeah. All right.
and they're 9. So
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
I
I
have
think
the
it's gonna come
closest on
down to
that.
like within 3 points for someone.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the maybe me and JP will do the math and figure out based off of match week before this week.
It's just really how many points you're off, right?
Yeah, so like
Yeah, it's
if,
however
like, it
many
doesn't matter if
places off
you're-
you are, you get 1 point. So if
Yeah.
you have a team 9th and they finish 12th, you get 3.
Well, wait,
Right?
hold
10,
on.
11, 12. Yep.
We could easily do this very quickly. So this is Kyle's.
we could.
So
So-
0-0.
Yep.
Liverpool. Here, tell me the name that's in each place, and I'll tell you what place they're in. So Liverpool's +2.
Okay. Chelsea 4,
They're in 6, so that's 2.
Newcastle 5,
They're in 12, so that's 7.
Aston Villa 6,
They're in 4th, 2.
Brentford 7.
They're in 7th.
Okay. United 8,
They're in 3rd, so that's 5.
Sunderland 9,
They're in 11th, that's 2.
Brighton 10,
They're in 10th.
Fulham 11,
They are in 9th, that's 2.
Palace 12,
They're in 14th, that's 2.
Everton 13.
They're 8, so that's 5.
Spurs 14,
They're 17, so that's 3.
Bournemouth 15,
They're 13, so that's 2.
West Ham 16,
They're 18, so that's 2.
Wolves 17,
20th, so that's 3.
Leeds 18,
They're 15, that's 3.
Burnley 19,
Correct.
and then Forest 20.
4 off at 16.
All right, I'll add up. Let me add up those real quick. Average was 2, I would say.
What are you looking at?
46. That's my total.
Okay.
Who do you want to do next?
Whoever's just next, so I guess me.
All right, Arsenal.
Of course, nothing. We knew that.
Liverpool. JP, you want to do yours? Are you
That's
doing yours while
4.
we're waiting?
I'll do mine so that we
Okay.
can get through this.
Okay.
That's 4 points. They're in 5th.
Okay. City 3.
They're in 2nd, so that's 1 point. They're closer to 3rd though than they are 1st.
Chelsea 4.
They're in 6th, so that's 2.
Newcastle 5.
Yeah. 7. So
Yeah.
they're in 12th.
Brighton 6.
That's 4 points. They're in 10th.
United 7.
They're in 3rd, so that's 4.
Aston Villa 8.
I had them in 4th, so that's 4. or I'm just reading whatever's here.
Sunderland 9.
They're in 11th, so that's 2.
Brentford 10.
They're in 7th, so that's 3.
Everton 11.
They're in 8th, that's 3.
Fulham 12.
They're in 9th, so that's 3.
Crystal Palace 13.
They're in 14th, so that's 1.
Bournemouth 14.
I have them in 13th. I just got to switch those guys, so that's 1.
West Ham 15.
That's 3 off. They're in 18th.
Spurs 16.
They're in 17th. That's 1.
Nice. Forest 17.
They're in 16th. That's 1.
Nice. Wolves 18.
2 away, 20th.
Leeds 19.
4 away. I have them in 15th, or they're in 15th.
Burnley 20.
1 off. I had them in 19th,
All right, hold on. More math.
or they're in 19th.
I'll run through Nico's real quick. I need to take my
51.
ears off, so I'm not hearing.
Oh my God! So I'm 5 off. So I'm probably done.
5 off. But there's still a lot of movement, especially in the middle.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
He's doing the math.
What did yours come back at?
He's doing math, so he can't hear us say numbers. Well, see, I mean, Nikos already is getting points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's pushing like 75 to 80.
GP, can you hear us?
Although he's got Newcastle in a lower spot.
Yeah, we both.
Although he's got
7
Villa
points.
in a worse spot.
Yeah, we both got 7 points on Newcastle. That one hurt. But besides that, I mean, I had 1 7, 2 5s. You had 1 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s. But a lot of yours were, I had a lot of 2s. You had a lot of, 1s and 3s. So we're both pretty close.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
Yep. Who's up first?
Nikos is at 61, and I am pulling the caboose at 68.
No way! Holy crap.
Wait.
Wow.
What? Wait. What do I have?
You have 51. Nikos has 61.
Oh. Okay.
And I have
So it is-
68.
I thought I had 61. Okay.
Wow. Crazy. Interesting. Well, still a lot of changes that can happen. I mean, Spurs could literally go from 20th up to like 14th. So a lot of movement still. And we'll keep checking on this as we get closer to the end of the season.
And
my
remember,
question-
Wesley was mad that we were doing flip flops, so we also do have to do the math and get our initial
We'll
one.
also do the OG as well. So my Manchester City friend at work asked me, and this is obviously a hypothetical, Wes, so just go with the hypothetical.
Yeah, because that's all that their season is. But go ahead.
If Arsenal, for whatever reason, don't win the Premier League and Champions League, we don't win any trophies, would you sack Arteta?
No.
I said no because I said the chances of getting somebody worse than him are greater than the chances of getting somebody better than him. Because we've at least been competitive. We've been in a title race now for 3 seasons. You would then assume we would be able to do it again. But if you fire this dude, the guy coming in, you have no idea because who is really going to be available?
I understand that it's like a very divisive topic of like the yay or nays towards Arteta at times, but like I understand at the end of the day it's trophies, and I agree, but I just feel like people are being naive to what he's done over the past 5, 6 years. And I'm not saying that uh there's someone that maybe could come in a couple years and like take it another quarter half step up. But as you said, I think the odds of you setting yourself back at least a year or two could happen. And I think the only thing I would like to see him do differently is I don't even want to say game style so much. I just think it's I want to see people given an opportunity at times. And I know I from time to time bring up Wanyeri. I don't know why we put him out on loan. I think he would have been great to fill the Odegaard role. He didn't play bad. He got injured too, but like don't know why he went out. They're finally giving Dowman some time. He may play a crucial role. But other than that, like the guy has like again, we don't have the trophy to show for it, but you could make an argument that he has created the best Arsenal team on paper ever. And I know if it went head to head with the Invincibles, maybe they wouldn't win that. But they'd put up a really damn good fight. So if not, it's the second best Arsenal team in the history of the club in any kind of modern era. So for that long rant, my answer is no. I would
Yes.
maybe think about it next year, at the end of next year, if he like wasn't in finals, basically. I just think you're being too quick, short-minded, and naive if you're like, he's got to go at the end of the season if we don't win anything. It's a big bummer, and it's not going to happen, but I still wouldn't fire him. He's top 5, maybe top 3 managers in the world right now. Why would you fire him?
Because they play disgusting, horrible to watch football, and they're not winning trophies while they're doing it.
Tough
I mean,
luck.
it's great to be in the conversation.
We
It's great.
literally
He's a builder. What did you create?
created a new style of play that is frustrating.
You
play
created
against-
a new style of play? I'm sorry, but wasn't Stoke City doing this in the fucking 90s? Like, you didn't create a new style of play. Playing for corners is a new style of play? That's not new at all. You have a guy who, at training, has guys holding pens between their fingers and running in a huddle with a ball balanced on their head. You have a great builder, you don't have a great finisher. He has not won a trophy since his first year. Am I wrong? He won an FA Cup in his first year. He hasn't won anything since. And he's done the building, and he's gotten the foundation set. He's built Arsenal to be in a good spot to compete. But if they don't win those 2 trophies, either of the 2, I mean, how many chances do you get?
Who do
you have? You just said yourself, you have the best Arsenal that you've had since you guys won the league. And when Invincible.
But we also didn't have billions of dollars of oil money and other Saudi influence into the league that ends up destroying how football used to work for the past 150 years prior.
It's such a cop-out.
So
it's not.
It's
embarrassing that that's
not.
the only crutch you have.
You would literally never have the success you've had without oil. You would have never had and raised prices of players so quickly. We were always a great club that established. We were always a great club that ran as a business as well and always seemed to balance the books. We paid off a stadium during a financial crisis in 2008 in like 9 years and finished in the top 4 every single year while competing for trophies. So my whole point is I still think
because of what happened in 2008, Arteta should keep his job.
No, I'm just saying that you asked me why the second best team in our club's history isn't winning stuff, and it's because there are different factors of competition against us, meaning you didn't have clubs going and spending the percentage over asking price or raising prices of players like you see in today's game. It just didn't happen. Go back to the transfers. You weren't seeing crazy astronomical prices by those standards of percentages. And that's why things are harder. You didn't have teams going 100 points a season or competing at 90 plus points year in, year out.
What trophy did we take from you last year? If City are the problem, what trophy did we take from you last year?
The Champions League. Or no, I'm sorry. I meant
we won the
Premier
Champions League last year? We won the Premier League last year?
No, you didn't do your job against Liverpool in both games, and you didn't let us win the other 2 points in the fall.
Exactly. Like it's a competitive league, and Arteta has them competing, but he doesn't have them winning. If he doesn't win either of those 2 trophies this year,
all right, so
how many more times are you going to get heartbroken?
So who do you replace him with?
You go for someone who is attacking minded. You go for a Cesc Fabregas. You go for a Xabi Alonso. You go for, why don't you call Vincent Kompany?
Cesc would probably be the only guy I'd be like, that'd be interesting because it would feel like another Arteta move in some regard. But again, it's not like I'm trying to excuse or justify why the trophies aren't there yet, even though I had to answer that because you asked why is the second best team not winning them. But he's done 99% of it. The last 1% is just the trophy in hand. And it's gonna happen this season. This whole thing started on a hypothetical question. I think we're like 84% odds to win the Premier League.
And I think the style of play is tough because 2 years ago we were playing the most exciting attacking style of football. And coincidentally, that's when Odegaard was on form. And last year, had a bunch of injuries, that's what really stopped us from winning the league last year. But last year started off good and then didn't play great. This year have not played very attacking, and it's because our creative players have not been there. Like,
and to be fair,
Eze is learning the style. If we had a Ryan Shirky to come in, if Max Dowman was a few years older, then I think we'd be playing more attacking football because Arteta knew how to do it. He did it 2 years ago. He didn't just all of a sudden forget how to attack. Like the creativity, if you watch us, like that 10 position, like Odegaard's 8 position, it's very stale on that side.
Well, I think you bring up a very valid point in that it's not just like, oh, we choose to be it's not like 100% of it is like we choose to be this way. I do think that the club should go after like an Alvarez or a I can never say his name, Kvaratskhelia from
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah. I mean, we have no
like if you get one of those. Yeah, if you get like I genuinely think that part of it is just a couple of players we need to upgrade on. Look at Martinelli play. Yes, at times he's direct, but he mainly goes down the left wing, turns back, passes the ball. Boom.
Yeah.
So I think, sure, a little bit of it is the game style with how we play from a defensive standpoint, but I also just think that we're missing a couple people to add that flair that we used to have.
We don't have many creative players in that team. Martinelli is a heads down runner. Like that's just who he is. That he's not creative. You know what I mean? There's no he doesn't have 1% of what Neymar does. You know what I mean? Like there's no creativity there. He's not a dribbler. Saka dribbles, but he's injured. He's been out of form and injured, this season. So
make sure you show your coworker this.
16. Well, we can't give him anything. We got to keep it. We got to keep the wins.
And I have dust on this from the fall.
But like this conversation, you guys say like, "Oh, we're paying too much for players." Like, Cherky came in for 30 million.
Yeah, you price wise.
That's a
price wise.
Came in for
you've
60.
had a couple decent signings.
Doku is Martinelli.
Doku's not Martinelli. He's more dangerous.
No, he doesn't. He has 4
No.
goals.
Martinelli
Yeah,
can finish
but
with his
in his
eyes
career,
closed
no,
on
career.
goal.
Doku dribbles, but
Quattro.
Doku
That's
dribbles
it.
past 4 people and then gets the ball in the box.
I'd rather have the guy that's on
Martinelli
the score sheet.
I
faces
don't want
someone
either
up
of them.
and then sends
Yeah.
it behind him.
I want somebody that they're at the same level. I need somebody better.
No, because Doku's so different the way that he plays. He it's kind of like how Jack Grealish played for us. Like he wasn't on the score sheet, he wasn't getting the assists, but the things that he did for the team allowed them to win. Doku, the things that he does for the team allows them to win.
I would say Martinelli did that 2 years ago. That's how Martinelli
Scored in
played 2
every
years
game of the
ago, and we
Champions League
thought
this
he
year.
was going to take that step forward, and he kind of stayed the same, went backwards. Because
What
Martinelli used to fake to go inside, tap the ball outside, get past the man, whip the ball in, not get an assist, but yeah, he whipped the ball in, and then the next pass is what went in.
who's your low block beater?
We don't have. That's the problem. That's why we play the way
That's
that we
what
play.
Doku is.
Yeah,
That's what Doku is.
Martinelli
He
used to
gets the
do
ball through 4 people. All
Yeah.
of a sudden, the whole defense shifts. He lays the ball off, or he swings a ball in. It hits off the keeper. Holland scores a tap in. Well,
That's usually Saka for us, but now because everybody knows, that's our only option. Because Jesus isn't healthy, you know what I mean, since that knee, so our striker can't do it. Jokeris can't dribble like that. So because it's Saka and everybody knows, hey guys, we have a low block. The only way for them to beat our low block is to have Saka dribble around us. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna shift everybody over to that side, double team him, and then he won't be able to beat us. And we're not worried about Martinelli because he's just gonna put his head down, stare at the ball, and run to the corner flag. So it very much dictates. Our squad is very much dictating our free flow attacking wise.
right, but the point was you could have gotten someone like that for 60 million,
I
which
agree.
isn't breaking the bank.
I agree.
Who?
We should have.
Who?
You could have got Doku.
If
He's
Saudi came in for
not good
Martinelli,
enough.
we would have.
Doku doesn't make the starting squad on most weeks probably at Arsenal, depending on Trossard or if you really. I think Eze should have been on the left wing, if I'm being honest.
I
No, he doesn't have like the quickness,
I would have
but
liked to see it, and we never really got to, just because Eze and Odegaard have only been healthy at the same time for 1 game. They've both been healthy at the exact same time for 1 game this season for Premier League. We've not actually been able to have both of them healthy, in form, ready to go, where we can say, okay, Eze, you can play 90 minutes on the left. Odegaard, you can play 90 minutes at the 10. And we just haven't had that. So, fun little conversation. Anything else?
yeah, this number is going to be lower next week.
I hope. Hopefully. We'll see.
Even if you draw and we win it should be lower, right?
It's
Yeah.
going to be lower. You guys
Yeah.
are running thin. You
We're
got to go
gonna lose.
perfect the rest of the season, pretty much. You
Y-
can't even
yeah.
afford to draw games. If you
Maybe.
draw 2 games, it's over. You don't even have to lose another game. If you draw twice, it's over.
Here's a
As long
question
as we
for the
win.
viewers to wrap it up.
Okay.
Will Arsenal pull an Easter and go to the Etihad looking for a draw? Because they have not beaten us there since 2015. You tell us, viewers.
What would you do as manager? That's a tough decision. Do you go for it, open yourself up, potentially lose? Losing is by far the worst case scenario.
It's
Brings
just
it
a
right back
regular
into the
game.
title challenge.
You don't treat it any different. You treat it like every game. You go out trying to win.
Okay. Okay. Well,
2015 was the last time Arsenal beat City at the Etihad.
That's not the question I thought you were going to ask at the end of this podcast.
Yep. Well, it's to discuss before the City Arsenal match.
Yeah, which will be
Interesting. I thought you were going to ask
Next episode.
something else.
alrighty, boys. Thank you so much, Nikos. Feel better.
Miss you, bud.
Peace.
Good luck.